welcome to the BJ and the Bear podcast. This is, I think, episode 5, and we're in the same room together. Can you believe we're not actually the same people?
We're not the same people. It is me, it is Jace at Retrogames, and I'm here with Russ in the pantry. I'm in the pantry.
We've actually managed to fit 2 people in
this
here.
This place actually is real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's not a backdrop.
No.
I always thought it was like, it's going to be a green screen.
Why would I green screen a load of Wii games in the background?
You moved house, but you started the videos like 10 years ago, and you're thinking, I can't change it. So you took a brilliant photo.
But you thought I'd have put something decent in the background, wouldn't I? Just the Wii games.
This is your MO.
Yeah.
This is your MO. You are all about the Wii. So, if you can't, there is no Retro Bear without the Wii.
No, that is very true.
I think the two things
that is very true.
Interconnected.
Yes, we managed to squeeze 2 of us in here, which is an incredible feat, and it is quite close in here.
We're touching.
We are.
Touching.
Yeah. We've become very close during the pre-recording session.
I wish we were wearing trousers now, though. I really do.
I'm me. Yeah.
It was unexpected.
Anyway, yeah. But yes, this is a first. Really, we've never had any sort of video I've ever done. I mean, anybody else?
Nobody else in the pantry ever.
No, I've had visitors in here before.
On video, I don't remember.
But not on video. I've had people take videos in here.
Yes, I did that little intro on my show.
You did, yeah.
Yes, which nobody ever commented, and I did on that thing at the back.
That was surprising because I thought some people were going to say, "Hang on a second, what am I watching here?"
Yeah.
But I didn't even realise.
No, but I don't mean that. I mean your new tat at the back.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes, on my little intro, with lots and lots of effort and super effects, I changed that to new twat.
Did you really?
Yes.
I didn't even notice that.
No. Well, if you ever see it again,
there we go.
It took a lot of effort, but nobody noticed. But obviously, it suited because I was in the wrong place.
It would work now, actually, wouldn't it? Really?
Actually, we could change that now. Yeah, it's pointing at me.
But I don't do any editing, so I'm not going to do it.
Of course,
no.
Don't spoil it. Don't start doing new things.
The old things are bad enough, let alone. So Jace was in the area, so he popped in. It's not the first time you've been here, though, is it? You've been here a couple of times.
No, I've been here a few times, yes. I like to indulge myself with your tea.
Yeah, that's it. I'm glad you said tea.
Yeah. Tea, now, people say the word tea as meaning the lowdown. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, my kids, they say, what's the tea? They don't mean tea, they don't mean cups of tea. They mean, give me the information. What's the news?
Well,
what's new? What's hot?
Well,
give me the tea.
The good news is no young people watch this channel. So
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'd be disappointed.
I've checked the demographics. There is definitely nobody under the age of 25 watching this. Which is when people do videos, they say, for anybody younger watching, I don't even bother now. It's like for everybody who's my age, that's how it is. So but that's it. But no, he's popped in, and we thought we'd do one of the. Cause it's been a while since we'd done one.
Yes,
it was before the Olympics, so we're probably talking July.
Was it before the Olympics? We talked about the Olympics a little bit, didn't we?
We mentioned the football, because I think the football was still on.
You was excited about the football, but the Olympics, I was more interested in the Olympics. I think we was good in that. We had some great stuff going on in the Olympics.
Yeah. We actually even took out a subscription to Discovery while the Olympics was on, because they had all the multi-sport.
Oh, okay.
Because I was first couple of days of the Olympics, I was coming home from work, and you'd come in and sit down. What's on? Oh, swimming. And then you come out the next night. What's on? Oh, swimming.
Yeah. Swimming was always on at the same time, wasn't it?
And then it was like gymnastics and swimming, not at the same time.
Yeah.
That'd be quite difficult. So, so Claire said, "I'll just sod it." She said, "I'll just get it for $3.99 a month for the Olympics." It was great because then we could watch anything we wanted when it was on. So we watched pretty much all the other sports we could do.
Yeah.
We do like the Olympics. It's quite fun. I
enjoyed the Olympics. The Olympics. I always feel quite proud of us at the Olympics because we're all with the top country in Europe, say. Yeah. But we weren't this year. We get beaten by the Netherlands, didn't we?
No. I think we were still. I think it was, wasn't it, America and.
I don't think we were the top European nation, though.
I think we were. Or maybe with the French.
The French did well.
They did well unusually.
Home team advantage.
Yeah.
But yeah. No.
But it was always like to watch Olympics. It's good fun. I always think it's probably, as an Olympian, it's really worrying and really downhearting. I'm going to the Olympics in 4 years' time. Where is it? France.
Yeah, I guess compared to Tokyo, it's a bit not quite as exciting.
Yeah, you always imagine the Olympics be somewhere hot and exotic and far away.
The next one isn't it? LA next? Is it?
LA, yeah. That's the very first Olympics I watched in '84. LA
was
Olympics.
It? Yes. Oh wow. Good.
It's all the stuff I can talk to you about, and Eureka's bored as Mrs. Bear over there, so it's fine.
But now you can really fully appreciate how bored
and
I am.
because of where you are, you can't get away.
I know, I'm wedged in.
You're wedged in, yeah.
I mean...
you're literally wedged in, there's nothing else.
You mean I've got a wedgie?
Yeah. This wouldn't be possible a couple of years ago, because all that stuff which you can't see behind you.
Yeah, what game stuff?
Which we didn't even comment on when you walked in, as to what a mess it is in here.
Well,
on the floor, yeah.
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah, that was all, I was literally doing videos where you were jammed there, because that was the only place I could get in.
I think every retro gamer has got massive stacks of stuff they need to sort out.
Yeah.
There's always a pile. I mean... I think everyone is just buying stuff, and on your weekly stuff, just I've got to file that in, and having that right time to actually, I'm going to spend the weekend sorting out my collection, put everything in the right place. But by the time that happens, the next week you've got another load of stuff coming in. So I guess there's always a work in progress pile. I'd say every retro gamer's got that. Yeah,
and the pile down here is actually a lot of stuff I bought from you. So you got reacquainted with it before you started.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that for ages since we sold it.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, Russ.
I'm a terrible customer. I don't buy enough.
That's true. You don't spend much.
Yeah, I only buy the stuff that's broken. Or
but you never complain. That's the most important.
Oh, I know. I couldn't complain though. I couldn't complain. So
I brought some stuff.
You bought some stuff.
I brought some stuff.
There is a purpose for this. We're not just going to sit here and just talk. There's a purpose.
You always try and steer this away from games. And really, that's why we are on YouTube, isn't it, to talk about video games. So I like to bring it back to games. But I thought I'd cater to your whims.
Right.
So I brought some interesting compilations to look at.
Oh.
I just thought I'd bring some compilations because you love them. And then you can show them on the camera and do what you normally do with compilations. Okay. Yeah. But before I get to them, I got this. I'm going to try and... I can get this to the camera.
Get there.
Obviously, look.
Professional, there we go.
Yeah, this is Rescue on Fractalus. Now, do you know that game?
I've heard of it. I've never
played it.
No, but it is.
It is in a sealed Mastertronic pack. Now, this is a Toys R Us exclusive packaging. I am sure it's Toys R Us exclusive packaging.
That would be because there's an orange label on it.
Yeah, because they would stick everything on prongs, all hanging up back in the day. Toys R Us wasn't big for me. In where I come from, back in the Milton of Keynes, we got Toys R Us quite late. It wasn't there in the 8-bit era. I mean, do you remember seeing 8-bit games in Toys R Us?
I saw VCS games in Toys R Us.
Did you?
Does that count?
That must have been a long time ago.
Well, we saw one in Oldbury, which is about 3-4 miles up the road from here. So
your Toys R Us must have opened really early.
There was Toys R Us, I'm sure, at Oldbury, and I'm sure there was one at Merry Hill when it first started as well. But I remember I bought on the VCS. I bought. Remember we got Sat TV, not the 2600, the VCS. Ghostbusters.
Yes, very flimsy box, no inner packaging.
Yeah, and Kung Fu Master.
Kung Fu, very flimsy box no. And were they black cartridges with white labels, not the proper Activision cartridges? There was some sort of deal where they reissued for the West, for the UK. They took a load of classic games like Kung Fu Master, Frostbite, River Raid 2. They just and they put them in very cheap card boxes, no inner packaging, just the manual whacked in there in the cartridge, but they're then black.
Because my copy of Frostbite was the blue one. When I had that one, it was the proper the aqua blue, not the dark blue.
Yes.
Because I've seen a dark blue one since, and I guess that's one you're probably
the proper UK ones have an international version written on the bottom of the Activision games, don't they? Yeah. But they just pumped out loads of. Yeah, it's a shame really. California Games as well. There's quite a lot in that series. They obviously took a load of licenses and they just thought, we can reproduce these again. I wonder where they were made because they were quite different to the classic American style cartridges.
I got very excited about seeing VCS games with that specific title, like Ghostbusters, for example. I don't like the game, but I thought, wow, Ghostbusters on the VCS, I can't believe it.
Ghostbusters isn't terrible on the VCS compared to a lot of VCS games.
I don't think there's a lot of difference between the versions.
No.
But in Kung Fu Master, it's like, wow, that's Kung Fu Master on.
It's a bit more exciting than, say, the Berserk or the games that we grew up like Combat, obviously, or Circus Atari. I always think of Circus. They're simple games, aren't they? Simple games, but then you suddenly see something like Kung Fu Master or Commando on the VCS. You're like, oh wow, that's like a proper game.
Yeah, I found a lot of these games later on. I didn't see them at the time.
But you probably I'm thinking that wave of games that you saw in your, I'd say that's from '86. They're not original. I think that repackaged. They did that whole thing.
Oh, I mean, I'll be honest.
Probably to cash in on 700-800 release.
I mean, we got rid of our VCS in '88.
Right.
So I probably would have bought these games in say '87, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So if it's '86
That
release, then
fits.
you're about right.
That fits.
Yeah.
And they're just odd. They're just different black cartridges, and I think completists have really got to collect those as well because they are different. They're manufactured in a different place.
Cover
They've got
variants.
different labels, different. Yeah.
There's people, they want to buy the essentials version or the budget version. Like for something like this, if there was there a full? I'm guessing there would have been a full price release.
Yeah.
So there's going to be one of these knocking around full price, and then there'll be this one. So if you collect, you're going to be picking up both, aren't you?
I guess. I never really understand people who collect. I mean, I don't never really understand you.
Careful where you sit here, yeah.
Personally, I don't see the joy in collecting the full price originals of games and then the budget reissue.
I wouldn't collect that. Now, the reason I wouldn't collect that is because there's no appeal. If I got there's nothing appealing about when people collect things like hit squads or Kixies or whatever.
Yes.
There's a uniformity to it which people are very attracted to and whatever.
Whereas this, the spine. If you get,
I mean, I've got a Kix down here, so I've got a Kix
I'm terrible at this.
You might remember this one.
Terrible at this. No, I'm not getting that.
Yeah, good grief.
Show the spine.
There we go.
Yeah,
look.
the spine is it's just black writing on the grey. It's not like a hit squad.
Now, see, if I've got
Kicks,
so I've got Kicks here. So this is one I've had ironically from Jase.
They're pretty more they're a bit more jazzy, aren't they?
And you can see, that just appeals to.
You never got that from me.
Yeah, I did.
Not in a black case.
Yeah, that's why you sold it for £1.
Oh, it's in a bargain basement. Yeah, that's why it was £1.
Okay, I'm going to buy it full price.
I was going to say, I'm made of money. We would not list that.
Think I'm made of money.
It's worth £1. It's worth £1 in
it's worth £1 of my money. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think? Hold it up again. Hold it up just to remind people.
So the reason I'm sat here.
Come on, hold it up. What do you think about the sticker now? It's got a price sticker. It's a Toys R Us $2.99 price sticker. To remove or not remove, what do you think? Now, I tend to remove a lot of stickers like this, but that is part of the heritage of the product, and I just wanted to know what you thought.
Well, I'd leave it on. If it was me, I would leave it on because that is. Well, you see, if you try and take that off, you could damage that.
I possibly could get that off without damaging.
Okay.
Just imagine I could get it off without damaging.
If you're someone like me, right, you wouldn't be able to get it off without damaging it. So
but if you're someone like me, you can.
Yeah, I would leave it on because also you've got a bargain because it's actually listed at £2.97 as opposed to £2.99, which is.
It's got £2 off.
Yeah.
£2 off.
That's how Toys R Us used to do things. I don't know. For me, I would leave it on. I know some people would get rid of it. I wouldn't leave anything on. Otherwise, sticker-wise, if you get CX stuff and whatever, game, I'd just get it off. But if it's like a special, it's like like a Wars exclusive or something like that, I would leave it on.
Wars exclusive, maybe. I mean, I do peel. There's several shots. I do peel stickers, so like W.H. Smith's, John Menzies, off cassette cases. See it a lot.
Yeah.
Taylor and McKenna. I don't know if you know Taylor and McKenna. It was a toy shop chain.
Oh right, I thought the range of top 10 hits in the 60s. Puff the Magic Dragon. Have you gone to
Scarborough? Paul and Mary.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. Scarborough Fair. No.
So I do generally peel them off, but I do because I think in the photos when I take photos of games for the site. I just think having a big sticker on it looks a bit like.
Yeah, well, you can detract from it, but I mean, some people like that wear the patina, which isn't the stuff you buy.
No.
Isn't the cheese stuff that you buy with gravy all over. Someone can get the two mixed up. There's no patina on this, and just throw a load of cheese at it. But some people like that sort of thing.
They do. I just wonder if you.
I would take it in small measures. That if I would judge it, that one there because it's Toys R Us. I'll probably leave it on.
I feel guilty sometimes for taking stickers off.
Yeah,
it is true.
The first thing I used to do would be surprised to a company and de-label everything.
Yeah,
that's what I used to do. But something, I would leave that on.
Okay,
it's something that identifies it with its period. You can say, Toys R Us.
True. It shows it's not fake.
Yeah.
I
do actually have a Mastertronic game like this in the cupboard in the other room. Yeah.
Because we haven't actually mentioned the game Rescue on Fractalus.
Yeah.
Quite a big, amazing game because it's a 3D shooting game, but the whole of the graphics that you drive through is made of fractals. Do you know what fractals like? The process is like a. It's like a generator. What's that game that they play where they go to space and everyone's playing that game where it just self-generates and it's all random. It's like that.
Space Invaders.
No. No Man's Sky.
Oh right,
You know No Man's Sky. Procedural. It's like a procedural. Which very early, like in the history of video games, it's one of the first procedural games where, the whole graphics are made of fractals based on maths. It's based on maths.
I should be shot for saying this because of what we're talking about now. This is the one where you've got the alien that appears out of nowhere sometimes, aren't you?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does.
I'm sure I might have made this up. I'm sure someone described that as one of the very first sort of survival horror games. Because of where it came from, because the way people played it, and they would go, oh, and then all of a sudden this alien would sort of appear in front of you out of nowhere.
Find it, yeah. I mean, it is a strange game. But anyway.
I could be talking crap.
Shall I get something back out of the bag? Yeah.
Yes.
I'll just another compilation. This compilation.
Yeah. Oh, the bag.
The bag.
Yeah.
Not what's in the box. What's in the bag? No, you've probably got this, haven't you? Have you got this? Isn't this a mental compilation? It's just huge.
It's huge. No, I haven't actually got this one.
How many great games on there, though? I mean, if I'd have seen that in the shop, I would have been tempted. I think back in the day.
It's a debate time, isn't it?
Value for money. 30 games by Bo Jolly. I mean, Bo Jolly obviously released those Hits 1, Hits 2, Hits 3. They released loads of compilations. But they obviously thought, oh, nobody's buying them. Let's stick 30 games on there, see what they do. And unlike the Argus Press 30 games, which were like tiny little games off of 1648 magazine, I don't know if you know that. You know the Argus Press 30 games, it's in a square cloud.
Yes.
But those are all little games that were on the 1648 magazine on tape, you know, that thing?
Yeah. And
they always put little games on there, and they just ripped all that stuff off and stuck it on there. So they're never really proper games. A bit like the Cascade 50. I mean, they're not proper games, are they? They're very brief little, you know, some of those are like 2 or 3K long. Quick to load. That's the advantage of a 3K game on a Spectrum.
That's what we like. That's what we like,
But these are full price games, which is mad.
I'm looking at that. I'm first of all, I'm thrilled for regular viewers to Jason's show. He's actually bought one of his trademark and post-it notes with him as well.
The post-it notes made it, with its proper number. Yes, if you want to find this game on the website, it is 034843.
I mean, what fascinates me? First of all, I'm going to do that because that's an OCD thing. Because if I do that,
you're going to have to hold it up the whole time.
Yeah,
hold it up over my face.
If I do that and turn it around that way, all the games look the right way.
So you've got Ghostbusters, Enduro Racer, Wonder Boy, Aliens, which is a really rare game. Well, it's collectible, maybe not in this box. Explorer, so Electric Dreams games, Rampage, so Activision games. Electric Dreams was owned by. Did you know that? Electric Dreams was owned by Activision.
By popular request, I'll leave it there. Yeah.
Ace 2088 is quite rare. It's got Super Sprint, Atari coin-ops on there. Real Ghostbusters, GB Air Rally, Karnov, Star Raiders, Dandies, like Gornick clone, brilliant game.
Park Patrol, ISS.
That Park Patrol's an anomaly, isn't it? Because that's like a cheapo budget game.
I mean,
Big Trouble in Little China, so TV licenses. I mean, were they getting a share of this?
Yeah, Nightmare
from the classic TV show.
Which is, there's just been a homebrew release of that.
Has there?
Yeah, on the Spectrum.
I mean, that game will never die because people just grew up with it.
Yeah, it is different to that because Sean done a video on it.
Did he?
Well, he got a copy recently.
No, you make me feel bad because I haven't watched it yet.
That's all right.
Not for Sean, it's not.
Well, you'll find. I'm sure you'll get round to watching it.
I'll get round to it.
I mean, as a collector of compilations, that's quite a good
insane,
one.
Isn't it?
The problem is with that. I mean, this is
Galactic games.
Me sort of like talking double standards again, but I've got a lot of these games already.
Yeah.
And probably the ones I've got on here.
Super Hang On.
Yeah, but I see. Is there anything else on here that would sort of inspire me to would I sit down and actually want to play Galactic games, for example? Nightmare I wouldn't want to play.
Yeah, but what about Wonder Boy?
But I've got Wonder Boy elsewhere, so I'm thinking, well, if there's stuff on here that I haven't got elsewhere.
No. I'm not really saying
no.
I'm not trying to sell it to you.
Oh, that's just a relief.
I've only come here to get some sales. I'm like a door-to-door salesman.
Yeah, I was wondering what's the contractual obligation
I'm going
here?
to your house next. Watch out.
Yeah, so this will be for sale. I can guarantee it. Yeah, if you want to buy it, yeah. But no, what I'm trying to say is, I've got Ghostbusters. I'm not thinking of Ghostbusters, Enduro Racer, Rampage. I've got the baseball, football game, and a compilation, the basketball game. That's all in one compilation. Is there anything else in here that I haven't got that I couldn't that would sort of say, oh
Have you got
yeah,
Corporation on the Spectrum? That's quite unusual.
So I don't know if I've got all that.
No,
or
I bet
not,
you haven't.
But then again, I don't know if I'm not looking for it.
No, it's
again, I look for the games I recognise. So, but I mean, it's a great compilation. I mean,
just thinking back then,
yeah,
this was like 10 quid.
30p a game.
30p a game.
Yeah,
it's probably I would say it's the best bargain compilation ever released for the Spectrum. I would say.
And it's a Spectrum compilation, yeah.
I think it's Spectrum. Yeah, it is Spectrum.
It is, yeah. I mean, Super Hang-On, that's a very good version on the Spectrum. Certainly, Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Enduro Race was probably.
Let's just have a look. How many tapes is it on?
5, was it?
Is it
you got a road
blue one.
You got a road one. Should that have been in there? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's the 5. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Right.
That's it. That's fine.
5. 6 cassettes, one blue one. You've got that old problem where you've got to try and find them on, and we've got the big manual there.
Yep.
30 mega games. You know, somewhere on the tape is that game, and you've got to try and fast forward and listen for the to try and find where it is. But you know, a small price to pay for such a bargain, I think.
Yeah.
Move on. Let's move on.
Do, yeah.
Let's move on.
Quick
I'm bored. So
You're
God
bored?
knows what you're like. I've gone back to the Amstrad. I just like this one. I like the intro. You've probably got this already, haven't you?
I have. I recognise the name, yes.
This is... you do it.
See, if you stick it there, you can stick between the two.
Winning Team.
Now,
the reason I like this game, you can guess why I like it, I reckon. I mean, it's got beautiful artwork, isn't it? They have made a new picture based on the games on the compilation, which I think is why you like them, isn't it? It's that new artwork.
It's that nostalgia look to it, because you see something like that, and actually you're right there. The representation
is hilarious.
Of the five different characters.
To a robot.
Yeah, you know, and some cool-looking young gentleman with a baseball cap backwards, so he could be cool, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty much like me. He's like me.
Yeah, and there's obviously a space guy in the middle there, and then there's somebody wearing a helmet. The microphone attached.
But now turn it around and show the camera the other side, and you'll know why I really like this game. It's got a lady on it, and she's not wearing very much.
Yeah, she isn't.
You don't get many sexy Amstrad.
How much was this?
Hey, I'm just popping out to the back.
I've got it already. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, no, this is it. As Jay said, it's the whole, when you're collecting these things, the whole nostalgic look to that.
Yes.
Because these would be trailed in magazines. Again, it's value for money. But also, as well, like I said, yeah, each one of these characters here represents one of the games on the compilation. It's very well done. And you know, there was rather than just simply what they could have done was put winning team and put up 5 box covers in the game.
Which a lot of them did.
They thought about it. They've actually given it some thought. So we've got, I can tell you, APB, Cyberball, we've got Clax, which is one of my favourite games.
So that's what the kids representing, the Clax?
Yeah, Clax, yeah.
Guy with
Clax is down with the kids.
Okay, right.
Yeah. It's not as good as Tetris, but less hated than Columns, I think.
I love Clax.
Yeah.
Clax is better than Tetris on the links.
We've got Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters,
which I never liked. I never really understood why people like that game so much.
Great game. Yeah. And then Vindicators, which I know absolutely nothing about.
Oh, Vindicators, little robots going around. Yeah, never really liked it.
Yeah, and you got I don't think it's inspired me to play it, but yeah, we've got how many tapes we got here? We've got three tapes. Three tapes.
We've got something extra in there. Hang on, there's something extra. So you've got the manual.
Lovely manual.
Beautiful glossy.
Lovely manual. And then this.
What is this?
Oh, what is that?
What is that? Is that
we do like a warranty card? Yes.
Oh, there's no T-shirt on offer, is
there? No. Lots of advertisements for Domark software. They still exist. I always think it'd be a good idea to send these off and see what happens when they come back.
I don't think you'll just get nothing back. I think.
Yeah, I keep saying it.
Yeah. It would be a brilliant video. All the ones he sent off, you got replies.
Yeah. Or it just could be.
I remember you reminded me of something. I remember there was an ad. Someone wrote in Crash magazine. If you write to all the companies and ask for posters of their games, they send you lots of posters.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, everyone saw this and thought, "Wow, do they?" So I sent off to loads of companies, Ocean and Ultimate Play the Game, hoping. But I did get a few posters back. I got 3 or 4 posters back from different people.
When I first started
working at Primark,
secondary school. I work at Primark. Where that came from? No, we were encouraged. I don't know if it was like your place. We were encouraged to put our books, our exercise books, and wrap wallpaper around them.
Oh yeah, we had some of that. Yeah.
Which obviously gave the people an insight of what sort of state your house was when you turned up with it. But
wood chip.
But they said, "Oh, it could be wallpaper. It could be anything." So you mentioned that, It triggered one of these old memories from years ago.
Yeah.
I actually wrote off to a number of software houses and asked for a load of free posters.
And you got some?
I got loads.
You got
I got loads. I had Turbo Outrun. I had Strider.
Yeah.
I had some Domark stuff, but yeah, this one book I got, I can't remember what sort of excise book, has got Strider on the front and Turbo Outrun on the back.
Now that is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and that was US Gold.
Turbo Outrun on the front strike, because that didn't come in the game, did it?
No,
They
no,
made it-
no, they didn't. Yeah,
That is an extra one.
yeah,
It's a
and
special one.
people slagged US Gold off
But they were generous, weren't
for being terrible games makers, but they were incredibly generous.
they? Yeah. Well, of course, the US Gold is complicated because they own Centresoft, which were the main distributor of all the games. They distributed so many games, like Domark, they distributed Ocean and
Yeah.
like all the big Ultimate. So they really controlled the market. Nobody really gave them the kudos they deserved because they're the ones who got all the games in the shops.
That's right.
But they could also push TAT out that nobody really knew they wanted.
They were the purveyors of TAT.
They really could.
You can never guarantee. It's like Activision. Activision were exactly the same. Afterburner.
Well,
That was
I
the
recently
ones.
watched someone playing that. Was it Tetley did it on his? He played Afterburner.
I don't think it's bad.
No, Power Drift.
Power Drift. Power Drift I quite like.
And that's
you know.
Activision. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but some of the not just Activision coin ops, but like conversions, but things like the Running Man. No, not the Running Man.
No, the Running Man is Grand Slam.
Is Grand Slam. Sorry, apologies. God, if I could think of an Activision, Altered Beast. That's not called. Okay, there were some really bad games from Activision. I'm just trying to think of some.
Come on then.
No, I'm too old now.
There is some games by Activision that aren't so good.
Yeah, but yeah, Grand Slam were terrible. Yes, that's why you were right about Running Man, Flintstones, Peter Beard's International Football.
Well, Grand Slam.
Yeah.
But they also made Pac-Mania was okay on Spectrum.
Well, Pac-Mania was a great game, but that was a conversion of a good arcade game, wasn't it? When they started with source material like the Flintstones and the Running Man, and
What are you thinking? Total Recall? Is that what you're thinking?
no, it was Ocean.
Oh yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah,
maybe it was.
I can't.
This is the problem. All the knowledge is there.
Yeah.
We just cannot find it anymore.
Yeah.
It's just got stuck.
Yeah, I can
Stuck in
tell
the
you
back.
what happened in that cage match 40 years ago. We talked about earlier, but
Well,
yeah.
I'm going to move on.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
okay.
enough
Well,
of
I'll
that.
move out the way then.
No,
That's
no.
right.
Just
you
another
go?
one.
Are you leaving?
Just an unusual. This is one that's less exciting looking. But it is a 128K compilation. I just thought
128.
it's a 128K compilation. Fists of Fury Edition 2, and I think Edition 1 is 48K. And I think Edition 2 is the 128K version. But it is unusual. There's not many 128K compilations I can think of.
I've got to say, this is
Awful
This is immaculate.
Oh,
Look
the
here.
condition.
Yeah.
I think about the design.
Yeah,
the
the
design is cheesy. They've just chopped bits out of the
The
index.
designs, but I mean, when you look at a box which is potentially
Oh, yeah.
getting on for 35 years old easily,
Yeah.
a little bit of scuffing, but I mean, condition for some people is key, but
Yeah.
that is beautiful to look at.
That is, I might have a sale.
That is really nice, that.
Yeah, and I was Ninja Warriors 128K. Ninja Warriors, I didn't realise it must have 128K soundtrack. Dynamite Ducks as well. That game is quite hard to find.
Yes.
I think it's probably the rarest of the four. But yeah, I just thought it was a nice, interesting compilation.
I mean, Ninja Warriors, I was very lucky to get a copy on the Amstrad in the last couple of years, and it was immaculate because there's a poster inside it, and the poster hadn't been taken out.
Hadn't it?
Like literally, it was still folded as if it was day one.
Yeah, that's
you can
nice.
tell. But I haven't actually played it. Double Dragon 2, it's all right.
It's okay, yeah. It's tricky on the Spectrum to do.
Shinobi's got to be the right version, right system.
Yeah. Obviously, Shinobi on the Mega Drive is good.
Yeah. But this is the Spectrum 128K version. Dynamite Ducks, I have a little bit of an affinity because I had on the Amiga.
I had it on the Amiga. It's one of my first games on the Amiga too.
I quite enjoy playing it. I'm just trying to get the box open to have a look into
it. Funnily enough,
it's in a plastic bag.
It's in the plastic. Dynamite Ducks on the Amiga was the game that made me buy a 1541 monitor. Is it? No, I'm not talking about disk drives. You know, the proper Amiga monitor, because I
Yes.
saw it around a friend's house running the Amiga Commodore monitor, and it looked amazing. I thought, why am I playing it on a TV? It looks so rubbish. And then I had to save up and get myself a monitor.
There's an SP127 sticker in there as well.
I think that means it was meant to be for the Spectrum 127K, but they
upgraded it. Yeah, last minute. Yeah, I mean that is really nice. I think it's one I've got.
Yeah, I'm sure you got all this stuff.
Oh, not all of it. So far, I've got 50% of what you're showing.
You know, you said it was a really nice box. Were you about to break it? Please stop it.
It used to be a really good box, that one. Yeah. As mangled by the retro bear.
You have big claws.
Big paws on that one. But yeah, I mean, it's a. You're right. I mean, it's a badly designed cover.
It's awful, isn't it?
This is way before that. Before I used the term, sort of like photoshopped in. Literally someone just cut and paste those images out and stuck them on a blue background, don't they? But
yeah. I mean, before Photoshop, literally scissors were involved, I think.
Yeah, scissors and a bit of is it PVA glue, was it?
Oh,
horrible
don't
stuff.
get me onto copy decks, they just want to peel it off.
That's it, yeah.
I got some on my fingers, miss, I'm just going to peel it off. That's such a great feeling.
But, yeah, horrible cover, but I'd say in terms of compilations, I mean, it's a fairly average compilation, I think.
Really? What, 128k versions? I don't know. To me, it's special.
Yeah, but it should make a difference whether it was 48 or 128k because it's the game that counts, isn't it? And I think there you've got, I think on a whole they're all. I
mean, it's not good value.
Average to reasonable titles, but there's nothing there that people will say you're a bona fide 5-star classic.
No. Fair enough. Okay, I've got one more to show you. One more. We can stop this thing.
All right. No.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, my hair's...
It's going down again.
This is a... was that a sexual joke?
No. I didn't. I was making some reference to...
We've already talked about your appeal to the gay community. Please don't...
My appeal to the gay community?
Yes! Retro Bear. Okay. This is just a really lovely compilation that I've had in stock for a while. Nobody ever wants to buy it, but I don't.
It's an interesting looking one. I'll give it that.
I just thought you'd like to look at this.
Wow,
it's a nice thing, isn't it? Hold it up. Come on, do.
Let me have a look first. Oh, it's in foreign.
It's foreign. It's foreign, but it's an unusual one. But it's just such a beautiful thing.
You can see why you've liked that one. That first picture there, yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about. The little boy or the man like Tarzan. Whatever it is, it's derogatory. I know that.
Yeah. So we can see there it's 4 cassettes con programos.
What does that mean?
4 cassettes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm on the way, halfway there.
Did you do Spanish at school?
C. No.
Was that the grade you got?
No, yeah. So we got Football Manager. Super Graficos, which you can guarantee probably not.
No. These are all games that you'll know.
Yeah. Our Descendo de Juegos 2.
Yeah.
And Tracks.
I couldn't convert the name of that one.
Yeah. I've never seen that before.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Is that?
Why don't you open the lid and have a look how it works?
Is that Alexi Sale out of the youngest?
It looks like him, doesn't it?
Very like it, yeah. It's appealing to our audience again, aren't we?
Yeah.
Would I like to open it? Okay.
Yeah, we might as well have a look.
Someone's going to jump out and poke me in the eye, is it?
Just a rat.
Ah!
Maybe it's unusual.
Ooh,
it's like a gap.
Yeah. So if you open the top of the box, all the cassettes around the outside.
Yeah.
And there's a empty hole in the middle.
That's for keeping your spare toilet rolls. Or your Spectrum
very small paper. Toilet rolls, isn't
Spectrum
it?
printer paper. How about that?
Yeah.
That would fit.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Interesting. So where did this come from then?
This came from a collection I actually bought from Spain.
I think I might say Spain, obviously.
Yes, because there is some really interesting Spectrum releases in Spain. But yeah, I mean, you know the games. What they are? Do you know what they are? Do you know what that is? You recognise the picture, don't you?
Well, they're all in Spanish.
No, you recognise the pictures.
That's Football Manager. I can give you that one.
Football Manager.
Yes,
that one.
Yeah, 1 out of 4.
That's one.
Descenador de Juegos 2.
The thing is, I don't know.
You see, that's got. I mean, you probably won't see it very well on here, but there's like a number of different sort of sporting things. So,
but don't you know what that image is from?
It's Summer Games.
That image is from the Melbourne House package HERG, which is a games designer program.
Which I've never even heard of either.
You've never heard of HERG?
No.
Call yourself a retro gamer. You don't even know what HERG is.
I don't call myself a retro gamer. I call myself the Retro Bear.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Hergé's Adventures of Tintin, I've heard of. Does that count?
He's back onto Tintin. No.
Have they been onto Tintin? Have they mentioned Tintin? You're thinking of Asterix.
Oh, he's off on Asterix again.
Yeah.
I listed an Asterix game on the site the other day and I thought of you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah.
It was for the Switch. We've started selling Switch
Oh,
stuff.
yes, I know. Yes, I know you've done that. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's complained about it. People have bought some.
I did notice it, and I thought
Yeah.
it might have been a mistake, but no. Asterix and Obelix Double XL, wasn't it?
Yeah. Double XL.
Yeah, I think I've got an Asterix and Obelix game up there on the PS4.
Have you?
Which I bought
Did it
from.
come with an Asterix figure in the box?
I bought it from Amazon because there was something missing out of it, and the only thing to be missing was the stickers.
Oh, okay.
But I think I paid about £10 for it, and it's worth a fair bit more than that.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
but back to Hergé's. Hergé. Herg, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think might be the same program. I can't imagine they've used a different artwork. Put that artwork on a different game.
Okay.
But I don't know what this last one, Super Graphicos.
Super Graphicos.
Super Graphicos.
That was the easiest one to pronounce.
Well,
A bit blurry now.
It is.
But it's all right.
but I don't recognise that artwork or the screenshots really.
No.
Looks a little bit Star Strikey, the bottom one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But the top one looks like a really detailed game. Let's take it out. Let's just take
Pardon?
it out. He's off again!
He's coming up with these things. I mean,
I just think, what
he's
is
sat
that?
here for half an hour.
Oh, that looks like it's... what do you think? It looks like Pterodactyl 4D, doesn't it? The top one. But like the loading screen.
You know what?
The bottom one.
Well, you know what?
Penetrator.
Pardon?
I can't... That wasn't an instruction.
I don't know where this is coming from. So it's by Microbot. I'm just trying to say that nothing on the inside. Absolutely nothing on the inside
No,
at all.
nothing.
Nothing to help us here.
No.
If anyone's got no idea what it is, if they could, if
I
they're still
think-
watching, let us know.
I think it might... No, nobody's watching this. This is
No.
for our benefit only.
No, yeah. Do you know what I'm thinking of here? No, I've got
Something to drink?
maybe not answer that. Yeah.
I think it's I think the Melbourne House games, and I think that's why Herg is in there because that's Melbourne House. That is Pterodactyl 4D, and that
So you think it's 2 games?
I think there's 2 games on there.
'Cause I'm just thinking of something like, was it Phoenix?
I think that's Penetrator.
One of those variants where you got the spaceship at the bottom, and then not Space Invaders, but like the things that fly off, the winged thing.
Like Galaxian.
That's of course that one. That showed my knowledge there, complete lack of. Just wondering whether it's a mash-up of that, sort of like a winged thing flying out of the sky in a spaceship.
I think you're overthinking it, Russ.
No,
It's 2 games.
No.
It's 2 games.
Oh, what about
I think
Tracks then? What about
Tracks is the game. Tracks. I mean, that's released in the UK on Quicksilver, wasn't it? So it wasn't a Melbourne House game. But it is Jeff Minter related, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's a different box though. It's very different to the Tracks. I mean, if it was my video, I'd be putting a picture of the original Tracks up there, but I don't suppose you will be.
No.
Have a look, see if there's got any manuals in that one. There's no instructions in these games, is there?
No, nothing at all.
No, nothing.
I thought I might be leading to something else. I open it up and find, some sort of like,
Corpse.
corpse, small corpse, some sort of like, prize or something. But no.
Well,
Bog standard.
that's bog standard, and that's quite in the middle. You've got this.
Yeah, I mean that is
I've never seen.
interesting to say the least. Play telescope.
Oh yeah, it's authentic. Yeah, what an interesting design though. It's very different.
So what age would you say that was?
I think I'd say this is probably about 85, 86.
Is it really?
Yeah, because all the games are old.
I was going to say,
They're all early.
if that's the original Football Manager, then that was 82.
And Tracks is
wasn't it?
Tracks is 83. Penetrator and Pterodactyl 4D are both 1983. So they are really early. So
that's really fascinating.
it kind of makes
Really
sense,
is.
doesn't it? And they're 16K. I mean, why would you be putting 16K games out?
Well, that's
if it's like later.
Probably can't see. On
So
that one,
maybe even earlier. Maybe 84. Maybe.
Yeah. It's like on these episodes of Blue Peter, we used to get a specialist come in, didn't they, and talk to Peter Purvis back in the day about this.
Peter Purvis.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jason, for bringing this in today and showing us.
Absolute pleasure,
Yeah.
I think that's enough, isn't it? I think you should end this.
I think we should call that a day.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. We'll 39 minutes.
39. We've gone on too long.
Yeah, we've got slightly longer than planned. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. A bit of a trip back through memory lane, but what do you expect with us, Pierre? Anyway, pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, it's been fantastic to sit in the pantry. I feel honoured.
Yeah, you've driven all this way for 40 minutes. It's been brilliant.
It is, but there's going to be another drink in a minute. I think
Is
you
there?
promised. You promised. Can I go to the toilet yet, please?
Absolutely, yeah. In which case, I'll be taking that as payment for today. We'll be letting him out. He'll probably be here till next time. But yeah, good to do that. And it's been too long. We need to do another one soon, don't we? Or something?
We do.
We do. Anyway, thanks to everybody for watching, and a bit more of a visual episode because we need a podcast. It's more listening to, but
It's tricky,
but
having something visceral.
but you have been watching Rescue on Fractureless, Big Box 30 from Bo Jolly, Fists of Fury Edition 2, the 1288 Spectrum Edition, Winning Team from Domark, and then this wonderful Spanish oddity.
Oddity,
I'd say, but something which people may never have seen before. I haven't seen it before. First time I've seen it.
Brilliant.
It's not the first time I said that today. Anyway,
I'll zip up now.
yeah, please do. It's rather off-putting. Yeah.
The smell.
And on that note, and advertisement of personal hygiene, this is Big Jace.
And this is the bear.
This is the bear. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.